Hello, it's Monday 21st of October 2024 and here I am today. This is my workplace today, my office you may say. I'm based here out at Camp Mountain, a suburb of Samford, which is about 40 minutes from Brisbane for those who may be wondering where this is. Today I'm cleaning a beautiful white colonial home, the owner of whom helped start my business 35 years ago. And I'm proud to say that every year she has faithfully, and her husband have been getting me back here every year. Well, in actual fact, this is the second house over the time I have known them. But this one is surrounded by beautiful mountains, a landscaped area, part of the house, cattle all around, beautiful beef cattle, surrounded by mountains. And I'm just going to wander. I'd love to show you quickly a little bit about the house. So let me just take you on a journey and we'll go from there. Of course, we start with every time with my trusty Triton. Ladders on the roof, ready to do some work today. Maybe not here. Poor old Triton, it's had a lot of wear but still going. Samfordhousewashing.com.au, that's me. Here we are, I'm back to the house. It's divided into a number of parts. A beautiful wing here I'm showing you, in an escape wing I guess you'd call it, piano etc. inside, just a glorious part of the house. Concrete here, very mouldy, always clean that up for the client. A beautiful archway here leads into the house. Next to it is a carport and it gets very mouldy, so even though I'll be back tomorrow, this might be a project for tomorrow, but it's pretty obvious, maybe not on the camera, but there is mould here that needs to be ridden of. Beautiful landscape gardens, a fire pit here, a lovely quadrangle area paved by pavers, just garden beds looking beautiful. This is springtime, of course. Temperature today around 30 degrees centigrade, that's about 85 degrees Fahrenheit for you viewers from overseas. So you can see this is the main house, Queensland design, just glorious position. Furniture is covered up, ready for the wash. Plants have been moved on trolleys to get off the deck. Fans will need to be careful of as usual. But look at that landscape, looking out towards, I guess you'd say, Mount Nebo, Mount Glorious, those beautiful parts of the world. The veranda comes around again. There are, every year, mould. A bit hard to see on the camera, but there's plenty of dirt and mould needs to come off. Next year they're having it painted, so I may just come back to prepare it for the painting. But again, a beautiful warm day here, looking out over cattle country, cattle in the distance way over, feeding beautifully. And the rear side of the house, hot water system, etc. So we'll just quickly get back to work and get this project underway. I'm here for 2 days. Of course, I always clean the glass after I finish. I can see a magpie, crow really. Oh, he's gone. This is my base here today. Furniture covered up. My solution, inside. I brew mixture of chlorine and detergents. Entryway, even a vegetable patch, healthy looking strawberries, tomatoes. And here's my trusty little Karcher, about to do a day's work. So today we're just going to show you a glimpse of what I do with Queensland homes. This one here, particularly mouldy. This area, of course, been on the southern side. As you well know, south side of any house in Australia goes nice and mouldy because it gets the lack of sun as it is today. We're in the shade. So we're going to remove all that mould and get the green off it and get back to a nice clean white. Under all that, believe it or not, is white. So with no further ado, I'm just going to show you quickly the tube here coming from my trigger goes back to the source of chlorine, which I've already shown you. I'm connected with a 60 metre hose to my machine, which means I can get around the house pretty well. And then it's just a matter of getting things underway. Trigger on. And what we'll do, we'll just get a suds going here of chlorine and detergents. I've already removed the insect screens off the windows. I'll be cleaning them separately later, but they'll get a bit of this detergent reacting as well. And already you can see it sudsing up on the side of the house. And it's just a matter of moving round and getting this solution to all surfaces. And when, after a few minutes, we'll come back and we'll see the progress of what's happened here today. But I'm back again tomorrow to do other areas of the house. The carport, the granny flat or extension house, I'll be doing that as well. So at the moment, it's all hands on deck. I'm allowing the solution to do its work. It'll start removing the dirt and the mould from the side walls of the house. And this is a typical Queensland railing or balcony I'm washing now. Lovely design. Queensland homes are pretty unique. Usually they're up off the ground, but this one is a single story house, and it doesn't need to be two-story really, because it's on such a beautiful number of acres, probably 20 acres or 30 acres of land here. So there was no need to build a second story to this house. You can see mould sitting on the timber deck. That is only in this part of the house. So I'm going to continue doing this. Shaking it up. and we'll continue on with this, and hopefully soon we'll see some results once it's all pre-soaked up. And looking, this area I did earlier, just to save time, was all green. But now you can see areas of white appearing. And so that area there is already looking complete. So I'm just going to continue up above the architraves here. And continue the wash, spraying, cleaning the insect screens. And then once it's all dry, I'll be cleaning the window and door glass that surrounds the house. So all going well here at the moment. I'm in the shade too because it is a very hot day. I've got to say here, out here at Camp Mountain, the area has many lovely homes, big homes. Cattle breeding is done out here. So there's plenty of healthy cattle, plenty of rain lately that keeps them happy. But as I said, the client here has got me back every year for 35 years to wash their house. So I'm very privileged to have known them. Originally I was cleaning only windows, and my client suggested could I wash her house, and I had no idea what to do, but I did investigate it, and 35 years ago I decided to start house washing in this area of Brisbane, mainly Samford, and fortunately as Samford grew, so did my business, and now I'm quite busy. I have about 1,500 accounts to, and the business I get new accounts as well, but 1,500 accounts. The business is quite fruitful. So already I'm seeing an improvement on these railings. I'm saturating the undersides of them, the top sections of them, and already they're coming back nice and white. Up high on the gutter edge, there's mould up there where I can see. As I said, this is the south side of the house. It gets particularly grimy every year, so I always start here and then progress around the rest of the house. They have beautiful steps going up to the veranda, very easy to walk on. They're a little bit mouldy as well, so we'll improve the look of that as well on these steps. Looking across, we have jasmine in the distance, beautiful smell, jasmine flower. You see a lot of it in this part of the world. And as I said, there's a veggie garden here. The soil is beautiful, very healthy. And it's a growing area, very popular, as it's only 40 minutes to this Brisbane CBD. and yet you can be on acreage in beautiful mountain surrounding countryside, living this lifestyle. This house would be about 15 years old. It's the second house my client has owned, and they built this one to downsize a bit, but it's still a generous size house. Lovely entertaining areas. Get cool afternoon breezes here. We're in springtime here at the moment, so we get the odd thunderstorm late afternoon. We might get one today. Just coming back here. Looking very good, nice and clean. So it's just a matter of getting around the house, detailing it all up, getting it nice and fresh. But to do that, as I work on my own, the project goes into a second day. And after many cups of coffee with the client and a cup of teas, I'm finally underway with the task at hand. We always catch up for a chin wag and compare notes. But this client of mine, really, if I hadn't met her, I wouldn't be doing this job today, that's for sure. So very appreciative of her asking me to investigate washing her house. So that's all sudsing up beautifully. Nice and white. Some green patches still there, I can see. So I won't bore you too much more, except I did want to go up on the deck and just work from the deck down, and I can see there's mould up on that beam there. That will need to come down. A bit hard to see, but as this area is mostly in dark most of the year, you can see why mould is prolific. The screens come off easily for washing, so I'll give them a good clean later. They have dirt in them. We get plenty of dirt out this way in the storms, the occasional dust storm. So the deck is getting nicely sudsed up as well. Just looking around, the scenery is just beautiful. Gum trees up to the mountains. So at this point I'm going to stop the wash, and I'm nearly time's up because I'm very happy with what's going on here. I do want to show you quickly what the next task is once all this is done, and that's to clean the windows. And for that I simply have a solution here in my bucket, and it's a dishwashing solution that suds up beautifully. I like it being highly sudsed because it shows where I should follow when I'm actually cleaning the glass. And it's just a matter of hopping along, sudsing up the glass. I won't do much more because I've still got to work in this area, but I just wanted to show you the technique I use. Not many house washers bother about cleaning their windows, but I like leaving a house the way I'd like it left, and that would be by cleaning the glass. So we get a squeegee out to finally put a nice touch to the glass, and it's just a matter of sudsing up and cleaning, following down, repeating the process. And once these are dry, the window is the last to be done. Put the screens back on, and then the job is done. But that's basically how to wash a house, how to clean windows, and with that in mind, I'll sign off now, and hope you enjoyed the video. This is my beautiful workplace for the day at Camp Mountain, and tomorrow as well. So just looking finally out over the fields. Not a bad workplace to have today. This is Rowan from Samford Housewashing, signing off on yet another video at Samford Housewashing. See you next one. Goodbye.